Hey, good morning, risers. Dr. Patricia Joe Grover, the goal achievement strategist and the queen of retaking, reshaping, and remaking lives, businesses, and futures. Here we do this morning. It's overcast and chilly, and it's November. And we were just talking about yesterday. November is when we need to be grateful and thankful. And remember, no, sometimes no is a whole sentence in itself. It's a word, it's a sentence, because sometimes you just need to say no to things that aren't moving you forward in a positive direction. So here I am. Let me grab my coffee. Are you guys going to have coffee or tea? Well, grab your coffee or tea and come hang out with me. So this morning, you may notice I'm limping a little bit. I'm taking care of the leaves outside. I wrenched my ankle, and it's it's messing with my jam, trying to get things done because I want to get the leaves taken care of before the snow falls. Boy, oh boy. Okay, risers. Get ready to rise and grind because we're talking success this week. So, success. We can't just give up. If things get difficult or you face challenges like me wrenching my ankle, whatever the case may be, we need to rise above the challenges that are coming our way. So if I can't um, get out and finish getting this stuff taken care of, I've got to hire somebody or get family or friends or whatever to help me with it because it needs to get done. Either that or they sit there all winter and it just becomes a mess for the spring to clean up. But whatever it is that you are facing, we need to rise above that challenge. Now, things are going to get difficult. Like I always tell everybody, I promise you they will. So let me share some things because I want people to realize that we're brought to and through different things. So prior to me writing Living Outside the Box, the Goal Achievement Strategist Guide to Reaching Your Full Potential, is when I went through different challenges myself. And I want to share with you what brought me to deciding to write the book to begin with. Okay. So many people have seen me speak from stages and share that my childhood was like most people couldn't conceive, let alone believe. And it had to do with domestic abuse situation with my father being an alcoholic. Okay, so through that stuff, but then my mother worked at the Bangor Mental Institution, and we were the first adult foster home for mentally challenged adults. So I grew up in a house full of mental patients that would scream and rock and bang their heads against the wall. And I had to help learn to feed, bathe, and medicate them, so there was all of that stuff. But I never saw what a happy home life was supposed to be in any situation, let alone a relationship between a man and a woman. I never saw that as a child. So it affected me. Everything that I went through affected me well into adulthood. And I had 3 failed marriages by the time I was 29 years old. And it wasn't until after that third divorce, and this was prior to the husband that I just lost 2.5 years ago. So, but prior to that, I finally took the time after the third divorce, and I finally took the time to learn to know, like, and trust, and ultimately love myself. And because I was trying to figure out what was it that was wrong with me, that I couldn't be happy, that I couldn't have a healthy relationship, and it was because I was looking for all the pieces that were missing from me in other people. Each relationship I went into, they were with different people. Sometimes when people struggle with relationships, they keep going back to the same kind of person. But I was actually looking for pieces that were missing from me. And back then, the people that were speaking from stages and writing books at that time were like Bob Proctor and Jim Rohn. And it's not that the information they were giving wasn't wonderful. It just wasn't heart centered enough for what my needs were. So I did a lot of research and reading and everything that I could to find something that would work for me. And then that's when came up with my philosophy on life, being like a jigsaw puzzle. Hence, on all my books, you'll see jigsaw puzzle pieces. And there's more about my whole philosophy on that. But I had to dismantle the woman that I had become to that point. I had to, everything that had made me who I was, I had to dismantle everything and really give it thought and what made this happen? How come? And then put myself back together and make and build myself to the woman that I became, to be able to go through and continue to thrive and become the woman that I am today. So I know that we are all going to face struggles and challenges in all 8 dimensions of our life. Hence, that's why I have my show and have guests that come on and talk about the different dimensions. Hence the programs and everything that I teach. I started building my prototypes of what I utilize today back then, and have used everything myself, as well as brought clients through the systems, because systems win when people work the systems. So, risers, you need to learn, because we're all going to face challenges, and you have to accept that. We have to be able to accept that we're going to face challenges, and we have to grind. We have to rise and grind. We have to get up and make the right choices and decisions to move forward in a positive direction. When we are intentional about what it is that we're doing, and wanting to get the return on investment of our time, our money, and our energy, and really thinking about that, we are going to be able to make better choices and decisions and move forward. So don't give up. Giving up is never an option. That's one thing I definitely teach. So there will be difficult times. Always be thinking about the future. Okay, risers. Until next time, rise above the challenges that life brings you.